This video, I'm going to show you why increased importance is the resistance you feel. It's the main reason, the main thing that blocks you from experiencing what you want. It's super important you watch this video, so let's get into it right now. Welcome back to another video. My name is Aaron, and I help people expand their consciousness. Now in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you how important it is to watch and to understand how decreased importance is. It's super important to decrease importance, okay? That's a paradox. I'm aware of that. I just think it's a funny play on words, to be honest with you. But in general, this is the one thing that blocks so many people from experiencing what they want, is they put it on a pedestal. They put it on a pedestal and it's vibrationally separated from you, you know what I mean? Like imagine it's like, I really, really want this person. If I can attract this specific person to my life, then I'll feel so much better. Which first off, if you say, first I'll attract this person, then I'll feel better, then we're externalizing our own happiness. That's strike one. Strike one. Vibrationally, now it's a little bit further away, okay? Now, secondly, we say it's very, very important. We put it on a pedestal, and then we can't actually experience it because it's all the way up here. Like we put that person on a pedestal. We're like, you are so amazing. If you would just give me a little bit of validation and make me feel better, then I could sleep at night and then chase your text messages in the morning. But if you didn't send me a text message, then I'll feel very sad about it. You see? It's we put someone on a pedestal, we vibrationally separate ourselves from them, and then what happens is there's so much importance there that it's created resistance. I look at my own manifestation journey, how I've attracted things in my life. And anytime I feel an immense amount of importance, it normally doesn't end necessarily well. There's something I have to do in order to decrease the importance so that then I experience it. Now this actually happened when I was, the last house I was in before. I'm traveling the world right now. Let me show you, by the way. I want to give a little more context. I was just filming up on the Airbnb is actually up there. These are like two little cottages that are connected to the Airbnb. And I was recording with like a pool and a really cool background, but the pool guy came. So I told him, I said, hey, this isn't very, very important, but I said, I'm in a flow state right now. So can you go do something else for 20 minutes while I finish filming this video? Finish filming that video, and then now I feel like, he's like, okay, can I come clean the pool now? I'm like, okay, go clean the pool. I'm gonna go find another cottage. Now here I am, okay? Now you got a little more context to some of these vids, and yeah, I decided I would explain a little bit more rather than just being in a cool place and just like making a video. So, importance. The house that I had before, I had a house for a year in Las Vegas. And I remember when I saw the house, it was so beautiful. It was like a minimalist style, all open floor plan, one story. I love one story houses because, you know, I'm lazy and I don't like to go up the stairs or something. It's all super important that it has one floor, but it is enough natural for me to have that, and I like that. So it was like one open floor plan, and I remember seeing it and I was like, wow, this house is amazing. I really like this house. I already saw 2 or 3 houses and they weren't nearly as amazing. And then I went and I applied for it. But here's the thing. I applied to rent that house for a year. When I did that, I found out there were already 4 other applications on the house. Or I was either one of 4 or there were 4 other applications. I don't remember. But there was competition for the house. At least there was perceived competition for the house. It really was no competition. You want to know why? Because I vibrationally resonate with the house. Now, here's what happened though. A couple days after I applied for the house and they told me, you know, there's a couple other people that applied for it, I'm like, oh. I'm like, okay, I really, really want that house. I was imagining myself meditating in the house, imagine all the cool videos I can make in that house, and it was like really, really important that I got that house. But then what I did is I saw how resistant I was becoming. I saw how I was putting it on a pedestal, and I realized that I had to vibrationally do something about this. Then I tapped into something that's called outer intention. It's a process from a book called Reality Transurfing. Outer intention is where you realize that it's not just your inner intention, like my inner desire to live there would make me feel so good. Instead, it's the outer intention. I imagined how it would make other people feel for me to live there. Now, what I mean by that is I make videos for a living, and I thought, what about the cool videos I'd be able to make there? How much value that would add to other people? I thought about how cool that would be. So, what I did is I then also thought about how the owners would want me to live there because I'm such a clean person. I don't have animals. I take good care of the house. I'd be traveling a lot, so it's like they just wouldn't have as much to worry about with me there. So I thought of that. So I took it out of my ego self and put it onto what's called outer intention. I then thought about how the house wanted me to live there because I would take such good care of it. I know that sounds a little weird and esoteric, but if you give certain things a personality, not like, you know, just a personality, like you realize everything is energy, it makes it easier for you to then not make it so important. Because then you see it from different points of view rather than just our ego. Well, I did that, and guess what happened? I got the house. Out of all the 4 other people, I got the house. Because I didn't put it on a pedestal. I believe if I would have kept it on a pedestal, though, I probably wouldn't have gotten the house. But other times before, where when you first get into a relationship, you put that person on a pedestal. And you really hope they'll text you back. And when you get like that, what happens is you start to put out resistance, and they can feel the resistance too. I know in the beginning of when Lior and I started dating, I started to feel all this emotion, like why am I feeling it? I've never felt like that, by the way, when I was getting into a relationship with someone. For some reason, when I first got into a relationship with Lior, I started feeling all heady and like, oh, I wonder about this, I wonder about that. And I was vibrationally butchering it. And in a way, I was putting her on a pedestal. There she was on a pedestal. Hi Lior, hi. Can you just like me? And I was vibrationally, it was like not a part of my, it wasn't natural for my self-image just to be cool. It went back and forth for a while. I think it was like past life stuff too, we both feel. Because we both felt that way. The irony is we both felt that way. However, I know that in the beginning I felt like that. It was so unusual for me because normally it's just, I'm not attached. You know what I mean? However, anytime I put something on a pedestal or made something very important, that then creates resistance that you then have to mitigate, you then have to deal with. Now, this is what in the key to balancing out the importance is. When you make something very, very important, you are saying that your self-image, it is not natural for your current self-image to experience it. So if you have someone on a pedestal, you're saying there you are on a pedestal. It is not normal for me to be around you because you are at a different caliber than I am. If it was with the house, I would be saying, oh my goodness, that house would be amazing. I've never lived in a house like that. It's not natural for my current self-image to live in a house that is that cool. There it is on a pedestal. The key to this is linking up your self-image to knowing it is natural for you to have, be, or do whatever you want. That's the key. Linking up your self-image. When I used to imagine the version of me that's traveling the world making videos, if it was on a pedestal, I'd vibrationally be separated from it. But if I realized, hola, say hi. Say hi.
Hola.
Hola.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Muy bien.
Muy bien. I'm just gonna finish. ¿Todo bien a mí aquí?
Yeah, oh yeah.
5 minutos para mí.
No problem.
Gracias.
Tranquilo.
Yeah, perfecto.
No, tranquilo.
Perfecto.
No problem.
Tú es mayor. Tú es mayor. Sí, muy gracias.
Digo, tranqui, digo, no, tranqui.
Gracias.
Nada.
So, for this, anytime, what you're saying is that your self-image isn't on a pedestal. And when what you're saying is your self-image isn't linked up to that version of you. But the key to this is knowing that you're good either way. And also knowing that if something is on a pedestal, this is the key to balancing out more so. Know that you are good either way. You are good either way, whether you have that thing or not. When I realized it, it's like, oh, I was thinking that the house that I wanted to live in, I was assuming if I didn't get the house, then there'd be it's scarcity mindset too. Anytime we're in this state, it's scarcity mindset. There is an abundance of everything that we want in reality. It's called the creative mindset. That makes all the difference. If I were to then know, wait, I can trust that if this isn't the right house, then I'll find a house that's even better. I knew and I had a feeling that was the right house though, and it was. Even though there was competition, perceived competition for it. You see? And in the same way with Lior, if I were to assume and not trust the process, all increased importance that causes resistance comes from a lack of trusting the process. What if I were just to assume that if Lior and I were working out, if I were to trust that process, I would know that if it does happen, then it's meant to happen. Do you see? If that house didn't work out, then it means that there's another house that's even better out there. But it's about trusting and knowing that perspective, knowing that I can trust the universe to bring me exactly what I need. You see, that's what makes all the difference. So what is your self-image? And is it natural for you to experience what you want? Is it natural for you to be in the perfect relationship? Is it natural for you, like I travel the world, this is natural for me. If this were on a pedestal, I'd be like, oh, it'd be so amazing to be able to film videos in any part of the world I want with cool backgrounds and cool things like that. Then it would be vibrationally separated from me. But this is natural for me. I have one of the most like amazing views up there. But it's just natural. It's just natural. And because it's natural, it vibrationally resonates with me more so. And it's natural for me to be in a great relationship. It's natural for me to be in a great relationship with myself. You see, these perspectives change everything. Right as I saw the camera, it said 11:11. So, it's super important that you watch this video on decreasing importance, because now you know that if you want to vibrationally resonate with something, all you have to do is link up your self-image to that thing and know that you are already whole and complete. Link up your self-image and know that you will experience a reality that is equal to what you are putting out. You see, that's the key to this whole process. And if you find you get yourself getting too heady about something, or you find that you are putting someone on a pedestal, realize you're good either way. The universe knows more about what's in store for you than you do. And when you trust that process, that's when magic begins to happen. You can trust the process and know that the universe will bring you something even more amazing. If you have some, house on a pedestal, a person on a pedestal, just trust that it is natural for you to be in a high vibe. It is natural for you to experience those things. When I'm getting ready to do live events and travel the world, that version of me, it's natural for me to do that. It's not on a pedestal. It's not, how cool would that be? It's on this pedestal. It's natural. The way you make it natural is by imagining that version of you and just deciding that version of you is who you are now. The last thing I want to talk about is this idea of creative mindset versus competitive mindset. I used to work a sales commission job selling women's shoes at Nordstrom's and Barney's, New York. I worked with them both, but when I was at Nordstrom's, I read this book called The Science of Getting Rich by Walter Wattles. Old school book, only about like 80 pages long or less. And in it, it talks about this creative mindset versus competitive mindset. And at the time, I worked in Nordstrom's, and it was very competitive. You were competing for customers, and in a way, you had other salespeople that if they had good sales, then it kind of took away from your sales, and at least that was the perspective. Then I read this book, and I realized that but what about this creative mindset? This creative mindset, there's this creative mindset, competitive mindset. Competitive mindset means there's scarcity in the world. It means there's not enough to go around. It's like me having a customer, someone else having a customer, and say, oh, because they have a customer now, there's not enough customers to go around, and then that'd be the reality that I would experience. Creative mindset means no matter how many great customers come in and other salespeople help those customers, there's always more. There's always more. It doesn't have to be a causality so much. When I had that perspective, everything changed. Everything changed. Realizing, instead of feeling like jealousy because someone else had a good sale, I'd be like, great. That means customers today are just really in a buying mode today. That's great. Now it means that I'm going to have a good customer too. You see, the meaning changes, then my state changes, then I am more likely to be in vibrationally resonates with somebody that is wanting to buy. Do you see? Because it was a commission-based job. So in the same way, it works the same exact way when we are talking about that of manifestation in general. That house didn't come through. Not competitive scarcity mindset, creative mindset. There's something even more amazing. If you have someone on a pedestal and it's not working out and you're resisting, realize that the universe may be trying to show you that there may be something that resonates with you even more. And you can trust the universe. So this is about taking things off a pedestal. It's about seeing yourself as worthy of the things you want to experience, knowing you're good either way. It's about trusting the universe to bring something even more amazing to you than you can even imagine. And all you gotta do is trust and know that it is super, super important that you decrease importance. Which, of course, I'm being sarcastic about. It's natural. It's smooth. It's calm. Could you do me a favor and smash the like button on this video? It's very important that you smash the like button. You see the resistance in that? But if I'm like, it's natural for you to like this video. It's calm. It's cool. Could you just like this video? If you liked it, maybe share it with someone that also wants to know how to decrease importance and how that's really the key to experiencing what you want, changing your self-image and knowing that it is natural. Maybe you could just share this video. You see the energy difference? For real though, could you like this video? I'd appreciate it. In general, this is the key to a lot of the things I've experienced in my life. It's decreased importance and it's increasing the present moment. So let me know what you thought of this video. Also, if you haven't already, you can calibrate your vibration on whatsmyvibration.com. Calibrate, see where your vibration is in the form of an archetype. Plus, I'll send you 2 meditations as to how to get to the next level. And it's a quick 2-minute survey that you take, completely free. You'll know your vibration. You'll get 2 meditations for getting to the next level. Plus, I'll send you emails moving forward as to how to get to the next level of consciousness. And it's super powerful. I get messages every day from people that thank me for making that survey, and they send it to friends and stuff, and it's so cool to see. So if you want, you calibrate your vibration at whatsmyvibration.com, or you can hit the link in the top of the description box below. Other than that, hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, I'll see you on the next one. Peace, much love, and namaste.